square. S is the distance. U again is the initial velocity. T is the time. Okay, Zainab, just inform me.
Yes.
So V, U, A, P, S. S is the displacement. T is the time instant. A is the acceleration. U is the initial velocity. V is the final velocity. So these three equations only we'll be using. V is equal to U plus AT. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Write this down first, then we'll see the questions part. C class, this says that a body starts with velocity 2 meter per second. So you have the velocity, starting velocity. So if the body starts with some velocity, that is u. So u is given as 2 meter per second. And then it says it accelerates at 2 meter per second. So this becomes 2 meter per second squared. This is the initial velocity. This is the acceleration. So we have to find out the velocity of the body in the first part. The first part, we have to find out the velocity of the body, and time is after 2 seconds. So see, out of all these equations, we have to find out final velocity. We have information about initial velocity. We have information about acceleration and time. We do not know anything about distance. So we cannot use second and third equation. So we can only use the first equation to find out. So here the equation that you will be using will be V is equal to U plus A T. So V is equal to U is 2, acceleration is 2, time is, this is 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6 meter per second. Yes, correct then. First answer. Second says displacement covered in 2 seconds. Now you have everything. What is missing? You just require S distance. And time is again given 2 seconds only. Yeah, for the second part. So see, you can use any of these equations. These 3 equations we have now. S, you have this information, you can use this, you can use this. Let's use the second equation. So this S is equal to UT plus half AT squared. So what is initial velocity? 2. Time is 2 seconds plus half. Acceleration is also 2 in this question. And time again is 2 square. 2 to cancel. This becomes 4 plus. This is also 4. So this is 8 meters. This is the displacement, which is 8 meters, right? Last part. Velocity after body has covered displacement of 2 meters. Now, the third part is saying you have to find out the velocity if displacement is given as 2 meters. So initial velocity, you know, acceleration, you know. So basically time is not given in the third part. So we will use, you have to wisely choose all these equations, out of these equations. So if it is saying displacement is given, acceleration is given, and no time. So we can use the third one. See, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. You have the initial velocity and acceleration. S for the third part is given and v is unknown. So this becomes v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So v square minus u square, this is 2 square is equal to 2 into 2 into 2. Everything is given 2, no? Displacement is also. So this becomes v square minus 4. This is equal to 8, right? This is 4. This is 8. So v square is equal to 12. So v is equal to root 12 meter per second. Root 12, please. Yes, someone has not written the question. No, write the question and write down the solution. So this was the first question completely. I have done it. Now the next question, you all will be doing it. What you have to do out of all these 3 questions, you have to identify which equation is the suitable, which is missing. You have the 3 options. Write it down quickly. Done? Yes, class, write down this question. It's exactly similar to the first one. Exactly similar with just different values. So all of you should be able to answer this question second. All the three parts should be answered by all of you. Take 2 to 3 minutes, then I'll discuss this. Yes, class answers. First part only Shaima and Zainab have answered. Yes, Hashid, Sabiha, where are your answers? This is exactly similar to the first part. Last 2 minutes class, then I'll be discussing this and I'll be asking each of you otherwise. All right, let us discuss. So, Hashid, Zainab, and Shaima have at least answered. See, now this time you are given the initial velocity as 4 meter per second and the acceleration is given as 6 meter per second. So you have to tell the velocity of the body after 5 seconds in the first part, final velocity of the body after 5 seconds. So again, you will use V is equal to U plus AT. So see, V final, this is U is 4 plus acceleration is 6, time is 5. So this is 4 plus 30. So you have the velocity as 34 meter per second. Okay, let's come to the second part. Displacement covered in 5 seconds. So when we are on the second part, this is displacement and time is given as 5 seconds. Yes. Sabiha, answer which equation we will use. Out of the 3 equations of motions for this part, displacement, which equation we will use out of these 3? Yes, Sabiha, you present in the class, try to answer. Which equation of motion? All the equations of motions are written in front of you. Which one is the suitable one? Jyobita, do you have any idea? Your class was also missed. Jyobita, do you have any idea? At least respond, class. You present or not, Jyobita, in the class? And same with you, Sabiha. If you are present, just write at least yes in the chat column. And if you're not attending the class, I'll remove you from the ID. See, yes, next, Hashid. Hashid, you have answered also. Which equation we will use, Hashid?
S is equal to ut plus half at square.
Okay, Jobita, just you can use the chat column. You can use the chat column, Jobita. For anything, just write and use the chat column. And Sabiha, what about you? You present or not? Yes, yes, Hashid, you were answering. Which equation we will use?
Second equation.
Second. Very. Because displacement is missing. We have initial velocity. We do not want the final velocity here. So with the help of the second equation only, we can get our answer. So S is equal to, what is the initial velocity in this question? It's 4. So 4 into 5 plus half. Acceleration is 6. Yeah, acceleration is 6. And time is 5 into 5. So this becomes 3. So what do we have now? This is 5 into 4. This is 20. And this is 25 into 3 plus 75, right? So this is 95. Yes, this would be the answer for the second. Who all have answered the second part? Shaima, just check the calculations. It shouldn't be 70 meters. Harshid, you also. Same with Zainab. Just check the
Ma'am,
calculations.
second try I got the correct answer.
Yes,
I got the correct answer second
you've
time.
got it. Okay. Yes, let's come to the last part. Velocity of the body after covering displacement of 10 meters. Yours was correct, Zainab.
Yes, ma'am.
2.95 meters you've written, Zainab.
No, ma'am.
2.9.
The second question answer is 95 meters.
Okay. All right. Fine. There was no space, so I thought you've written 2.95. All right. So 95 you have got correct, Zainab. Then Zainab's answer is right. And then we have the third part. In the third part, displacement is given as 10 meters. And what do we have to find? Velocity. So we can use the third equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So v square minus what is u square? It's 4 square. 2. What is acceleration? 6. Displacement 10. So this is v square minus 16 is equal to, this is 12, this is 120, right? So this will become 120 plus 16. So v square would be, it would be just 136. V would be root 136. This would be 136. Yes. So V would be root 136 meter per second. All your answers, let's see. Root 136. Yes. Shaima's answer is correct. Zainab, 136 is right. It would be root 136 with meter per second as the unit because you are calculating the velocity. Magnitude is correct though. All right, good class. Quickly write it down, those who have not written this. Now we'll see some other question. This was exactly a copy of your previous question. And still some of you couldn't answer. See class, you cannot solve this question as a one proper from initial to final with the same velocity, the same acceleration. You have the way the question is given in parts, you have to break this also in parts. Like see, this says that a motor car starts from rest and accelerates uniformly for 10 seconds to a velocity of 20 meter per second. So firstly, have a rough figure always ready for these types of questions. Means it has started with 0 meter per second, means it has had started from rest. The car has covered some distance, let's say, and has reached this point B where the velocity has increased to 20 meter per second, and it took the car 10 seconds, right? So first line is clear. A motor car starts from rest, accelerates uniformly. We do not know that value of acceleration, but we know that it is for duration of 10 seconds with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So 10 seconds with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So this is exactly what is given in the question, and we have written it in the first part, right? From A to B. Like this only you have to solve all the questions. You'll be able to manage all. Otherwise, if you will just write all the data, you will see you are getting two values of distances, two values of acceleration. Then it says it then runs at a constant speed. If it is running at a constant speed means the velocity is now not changing. Let's say this C point. Now this is running at a constant speed. Means here also the velocity is 20 meter per second. And now the last part now the last part is and is finally brought to rest. Means in this D part, it is finally brought to rest 0. This is the final velocity. Fine. Final velocity is 0. It is finally brought to rest in 40 meters. Means only this distance S3 is 40 meters. Which distance? Just the CD. We have no information about this. With a constant acceleration. Again, we do not know what is the acceleration. We just know one thing, that the total distance covered is 640. Means this is 640 meters. This is the total. What do you have to find out? You have to find out, see, three things you have to find out in the question. Acceleration, retardation, total time taken. Now, retardation, I'll tell you, first focus on acceleration. Let us find out everything, what all things are missing. Because see, with just one thing, we cannot calculate this. So here we have the initial velocity, we have the final velocity, we have the time. What we do not have, here we do not have the distance. We do not know what is the distance, and we do not know what is the acceleration. Or rather, I'll write down the distance here and acceleration. So what do we don't have the acceleration, we don't have the distance. So at least here from A to B part, this is missing. Let us solve just this A to B part first. So in this A to B part, initial velocity for us is 0. Final velocity for us is 20 meter per second. Class, pay attention in this question because rest of the questions are similar to this one. And time is given as 10 seconds. So for acceleration, let us use the first equation of motion. V1 is equal to U1 plus A1 into T1, right? V is equal to U plus AT. So V is equal to U plus A into T. This is 20. U is 0 plus acceleration is missing, which we have to find out, and T is 10 seconds. So 20 is equal to 10A. A1 will be equal to 20 divided by 10. So acceleration first, this is equal to 2 meter per second. This we have calculated. So at least we now know that the acceleration in this initial time, in just this part, this is 2 meter per second square. Still, distance is missing. A to B is still not completed. We need the distance also in this A to B part. See, we have everything. We just need to find out displacement. Second equation is good for finding out displacement. Ut plus half at square. Here everything is just 1. First, what is S1 now? U. Initial velocity is 0 itself. This initial velocity is 0. Plus half, acceleration. Acceleration we have just calculated in the above part. It is 2. And time was also given 10 seconds, right? So that becomes 100. So this gets cancelled. S1 is directly 100 meters. So look class, now we have at least solved the A to B part. This is 100 meters. Tell me class, is it clear till here? A to B part and how to calculate the missing quantities. This is clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, can anyone tell me, see, we are in B to C part. Velocity is constant. And yesterday only I have told you the definition of acceleration. Acceleration is rate of change of velocity. Zainab, can you tell me what would be the acceleration in this second part?
Ma'am, 2 meter per second.
Yes, Zainab?
2 meter per second because it's constant.
Why 2?
Because it's constant.
It's constant, and definition of acceleration is change in velocity. So, is there a change in velocity, Zainab? Shaima, your answer is right.
No, ma'am.
So acceleration won't be there simply. Fine. So if you see acceleration is not present, means velocity is constant. In constant velocity, you won't be having any acceleration. See, A2 will directly become 0. S2. Yes, class C. S2 is very easy to calculate. Jobita, you are going to answer me this. If your mic is not working, it's okay. Just answer me in the chat column. Total is 640. Total separation. This is 640. CD is 40. AB is 100. Jobita, tell me how much is S2? Other students also answer in the chat column while she is answering. Tell me what is just this BC. Total is 640. This is 40. This is 100. What is this BC part which is left? Shaima is right. Yes, Jobita. Not 60. How come 60 you have? If this is 60, Jobita, then 60 plus 40 is 100. And 100 plus this 100 will become 200. But the total is 640. So how can this be 60? Yes, Jovita, answer. This total, C in this, and one more thing is missing. Here time is also not given, T2. Here we had T1, so we didn't we didn't have to find out here, but here it is missing. So yes, S2, Jobita, what is the answer? Total is 640. If you remove 40 and 100 from 640, how much is left? In this B to C part, this total is 640. You have cut 40 from here. You have cut 100 from here. How much is this part left? Jobita, at least answer don't know, yes, no, something. Otherwise, please fix your mic. Zainab is right. 500, obviously it would be 500. Class, other students do not know this basic mathematics. Total is 640. From 640, how much do you have to remove? From 640, you have to remove 140. If you remove 140, you are left with 500. What was difficult in this, and how come you were getting wrong answers in this? From 640, 640 is the total. 100 is taken out here. 40 is taken out here. Okay, Jopita. Please answer then. Just at least inform that you are answering, because see, when you send your messages and if it's not reaching, then this communication gap develops, and I do not understand if you're present or you're not attending the classes. All right. So just let me know that answering, or just say something, yes, or so that I can wait for you. So this is clear, no, Chobita? 500, how this is 500? It's easy. You know how this is 500? Other students also. So see, you have deleted this part. That is 100 also you have deleted from here, and you have deleted this 40. That's why we are left with 500. So yes, in this part, in this question, this part is 100, this is 500 meters. This is 40. So see, for 500 plus 100 plus 40 is 640. Now just the time is missing in this question. So time also we can calculate. See, final, you know the velocity is what? Velocity is 20 meter per second, correct? Distance, you know, is 500 meter. Simply you can use here distance, speed is equal to distance upon time. So time would be equal to distance upon the speed. Fine, from here. So what is the distance? Distance is 500, speed is 20. This becomes 25. So T2, this is 25 seconds. So T2, this is 25 seconds. So B to C part also we have solved like this. Tell me, B to C part is clear? Hashid, Sabiha. Sabiha, you are there in the class or not? Sabiha Sheikh. If you're present, mic is not working or anything, just answer me in the chat column. Okay, Hashid, it's clear. Last part is left. Fine. So now in the last part, this final velocity is acting as the initial velocity for this, right? We are just now focusing on C to D. C class, this question, why I'm giving you time, why I want you all to answer is that this question will lay out a base for all of you. Okay, okay, Sabiha. Fine, fine. So this is the initial velocity. This is the final velocity. And this is the distance. Correct us? See? In steps only solve these types of questions. Then only you will be able to get all the data. See, in this question, everything was asked. So we were, in fact, what the things were not even as we were calculating everything. But it can happen you are given a very long question and just this 25 seconds here is missing, or one small thing is missing. For that, you have to solve everything and you should have all the data in front of you. All right. So in the last part, what is left? We have to find out the acceleration A3, and we have to find out this T3 because distance we already have. Now, see, in the final part, just a second. Now, see, time is missing and just acceleration is missing. So, see, we have this will act as the initial velocity for this third part, correct? This will act as the initial velocity. This is already the final velocity. Here we have the distance already. So we have to find out what is the display acceleration and time. So last part is from C to D. This is the last part. So final velocity is 0 for us, right? And the initial velocity is 20 meter per second. So this is acting as the initial velocity for the last part. Then we have S3, which is equal to 40 meters, and acceleration 3 also we have to find out. So see, since time we do not have, it's better to use the third equation, right? At least we'll find out the acceleration, then we can find out time through any equation. But right now, if time is not given and we require the acceleration, so what we can do, we can use this. the third equation, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. This is acting as the initial velocity for just this part, this. So what will be v square? V square, this is final. This is acting as the velocity final. This is the initial. So this is 0 square minus, this is 20 square. This is 2 into acceleration we do not know, and distance is 40. So this is minus 400. This is 80 A3. So A3 is equal to minus 400 by 80. So this becomes, A3 becomes minus 5 meter per second square. Now look class, what is retardation? Retardation is basically the negative acceleration. Like here we have got a negative acceleration. And when is retardation occurring? When the velocity is decreasing. So basically this negative acceleration that we have, this is known as retardation. And this occurs when the velocity decreases. This is only the concept of acceleration. And this is retardation will always come negative because velocity is decreasing. So it will always come negative. Lastly, one more thing that is left is time also. So for time, what we can do, we can use v is equal to u plus 80 now. What is final velocity? Final velocity, this final velocity is 0, is equal to. Initial velocity here in this part is 20, acceleration minus 5t. So 20 is equal to 5t, t is equal to 4 seconds. So here we have obtained the time also 4 seconds. Now let's come to the actual question. Actual question is find acceleration. So yes, acceleration we have calculated 2 meter per second square. Here it's 0. So acceleration is 2 meter per second square. Retardation also we have calculated. It's minus 5 meter per second square. Total time taken we have not calculated. We have just calculated the individual time. So 10 seconds plus 25 seconds plus 4 seconds, that will give us the total time. So here total time would be 10 plus 25 plus 4 seconds. This is equal to 39 seconds. This is the total time. Tell me class, is this question clear to all of you or not? It was a long question. I've given a lot of time also. Is it clear? You have any doubt? You want me to repeat any part? Retardation, total time, acceleration, everything that we have calculated. It's clear to all of you? All right. Start writing it down. Anywhere you get stuck, then let me know because this is an important question. So it's better that you get it clarified. All right, Jovit and Zainab. Wherever you're not able to understand, please just update me. I'll help you with this. So question you all have written. Start writing from here. Till 8:30 is enough. Just text done once you have written till here. All right, class. Next is, see, these three equations, now you are familiar. We have seen the questions also. These three equations are when you have uniform acceleration. There is one more equation that is very helpful in your answers. If, see here, time duration was given 10 seconds and everything. But if it is given in the second like this, or fourth second, fifth second, in this case, see, displacement covered in nth second. Now understand this part first. There are two things. When we say t is equal to 3 seconds, it means in this particular gap, 3 seconds have been passed. Then here in this particular gap, 2 seconds have been passed. This is what is meant by when we are given the question to write about 2 seconds, 3 seconds like this. Here this says that displacement covered in nth second means first second, second second, third second, fourth second, fifth second. If this is mentioned, fifth second and 5 seconds, there is a difference, right? When we say fifth second means the fifth one from the first, right? And when we say 5 seconds, that means that is the duration. So for that purpose, you have a separate equation, because one way is that if I ask you a third second, one way is that you calculate it from the initial, then you calculate it to the second, subtract them, you will get the third one, just the third one. Instead of that, if it's better, we have one equation to solve that, use that equation. Nth one is equal to u plus a by 2 2n minus 1. This is a part of your syllabus only. This is very important. All right, Sn. Now let's see each term. What is Sn? Sn, this is the displacement covered in the nth second. This is the displacement covered in the nth second. U is the initial velocity. Fine. This A is the acceleration. And this nth, this is the nth second. This is the nth second, which I was. Let's see some questions also, then only it will become clear. First, write down it till here. C class, this is a very good question to understand the differences between the rest of the questions. Yes, Jobita. So you have the displacement covered in 2 seconds. 2 seconds means 0 to 2 seconds, the way we have been using. This is 3 seconds, means 0 to 3 seconds. The third part is saying third second. Yes, Jobita, yes. So you have this as the third second. Fine. So see, for what all things you have, we require the initial velocity, which is 0 because it is starting from rest. And then we have acceleration. Acceleration is 2 meter per second square. So time is 2 seconds. So the way you use the normal equation, S is equal to ut plus half at square. So ut, this is 0 plus half a, and you have the t square, that is 2 into 2. So this becomes 4 meter, first part. Similarly, in the second part, for the rest 30 minutes. Okay, fine. Yes, I'm going to practice the numericals only, not a new topic. From only the questions on this topic. Then 0 to, then we have the next part as 3 seconds. Time is same thing. We have 3 seconds. So we'll again use ut plus half at square. So this will be 0 plus half into acceleration is 2, time is 3 into 3. So this becomes 9 meters. Yes, Shaima, fine. And then the third part where you have to use the equation for the nth distance. That is Sn is equal to U plus A by 2 2n minus 1. Right? So this term is 0. So we have acceleration as 2 by 2. N here it is given, the n term, this is given as 3. So this is 2 into 3 minus, that is 5 meters. Yes, I'll stop the class after this question. Just write it down.
Ma'am, I finished. Can I leave? It's getting late.
If you've written, you can leave. This is the, after this question, I'm stopping already.
Yeah, ma'am, I finished. Can I leave?
Okay.
Thank you.